Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Lotteries, Career, Business, Casino, Money Speculation, anything to do with money speculation, the forex, the stock markets included. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius, and it's for the month of September 2018. So first I want to tell you that this program you're listening to now is for everybody born in the period of Sagittarius. It's not made for you specially. It's not based on your date of birth and time of birth and me looking at your palms and face reading you as well. So it's a very general reading that way. One day when you want to do a personal consultation, it will cost you USD 50 to spend 90 minutes with me. During those 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7 or 8 years and all areas of your life, not just lotteries, your love affair areas, your marriage, your siblings, your parents, and also to do very well for you in all areas of job and business and financial and health as well. I'll come back to that later. Now, the month of September for you, let's talk about it for the job area. For you coming from Sagittarius, it's going to be the first 15 days terrible. So, in areas of job and in areas of business, losses are seen, difficulty is seen, anxiety and stress rises, and the chances of being successful are very, very low. And in the last 15 days, the same thing for you in Sagittarius, the situation remains low. So, the element of luck in area of job and business extremely low. So, you'll have to help yourself by being as pleasant as possible. And that way you might just improve your situation. Now, for you coming from Sagittarius, the general financial speculation luck is very low. So I don't want you to go into the casinos too much. I don't want you to spend too much money on the lotteries. The first 15 days is almost just 30%, too low to win anything. The last 15 days is also around 30%. So lie low, play for the fun of it a little bit here and there just to warm up things. But don't go very seriously into any form of financial speculation, even the stock market, even the forex. Not a good month for you, September. I'm going to talk now to you about your lucky ages for the month of September, especially for lotteries. And I've tracked the 9 planets movement in September. I've divided the 9 planets into 2 sections. The first section 4 planets, the second section 5 planets. And so I'm tracking them to see how they do. And in the first 15 days, or rather from the first group of planets, I've managed to get one set of numbers for you coming from Sagittarius. And I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for lotteries based on Kabbalistic astrology. And from this first group, I've chosen the number 3. So the 3 series will be controlled by a group of planets, and the 3 series will represent these ages: the age of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75 or even 84. So people of these ages are going to be very lucky, even though I've said that the month of September is not going to be good, because the age energy will be very high. If you are not of these ages, don't panic. You'll have to visit me for the 90 minutes Skype session or WhatsApp session or wherever, and I'll be able to then tell you how you're going to do in detail over the next 7 or 8 years, age by age and calendar year by calendar year. I'm going to talk to you about your lucky dates for lotteries, to go to casino and buy lotteries. And I've come to these dates: the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and the 30th. These are very special dates in the month of September for you coming from Sagittarius, very powerful. So on these days, morning, afternoon, evening, nightfall, do what you want to do. Go and buy your lottery tickets. Start working on choosing your lottery numbers, and you'll be extremely lucky one way or another. Now I'm going to talk about your lotteries, lucky and favored numbers for September 2018. And so I've tackled the 9 planets, and I've tracked them for the month of September. And in the first group of numbers, I've seen them moving towards a certain direction. And based on that direction, I've got the number 8 series. And the 8 series will give you the number 8, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, or 71. Depends on what lotteries you play. And from the second group of numbers, I've got these numbers, the 3 series. And the 3 series talks of the number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75. And so, these are numbers using Kabbalistic astrology, tracking the planets. I'm going to try and use my Kabbalistic tarot cards, because tarot has a brain of its own. And it doesn't care much about the astrology side. It uses the energy from the divinity. Something divine enters the card and therefore gives me the message. All right, one more little shuffle. And I'm going to pull this number up for you now. And this is, from here I will choose a series numbers and give it to you, for you coming from Sagittarius. All right. The number I've chosen from here is, I will go for the number 2, 11, 20, 29, 38, 47, 56, 65, or 74 if you got that kind of a lotto. And so from the tarot, it brings these numbers for you. From the Kabbalistic astrology is the 8 and 3 series. So you've got all this to look at. Now what do you do with all these numbers that I've given you? You go and buy some paper, and the paper should be a good color. It could be purple paper, it could be yellow paper, it could be red paper, it could be green paper. Colors are very powerful things. They overshadow any kind of other energy. When you've got all these lots of papers with you, you get a scissors and you cut them 2 inch by 2 inch roughly each paper. Okay, and on each paper you will write all these numbers which I've given you. For example, the 8 series, which means the number 8, 17, 26 onwards. So the number 8 on one paper and you fold it and put it down. Number 17 on one paper, you fold it, put it down. So each number on one paper, and you'll have lots of these papers right in front of you. And the color of the paper is very important. And then what do you do? Well, then you wear your best colors, and if you haven't seen me, you won't know your best colors, so make a date to come and see me for 90 minutes and pay me the 50 USD, okay? All right. And then, after you've worn the best colors, you face your best directions, and you will only know that after I've done your horoscope. And you choose your lucky days to do this exercise of choosing your numbers, and you'll only know that after you've seen me. And when do you, after you've chosen, you go and buy your lottery tickets on your good numbers. Okay? Now, it's very important when you're playing, when you're doing this exercise, that you concentrate. And how does your concentration build up? The thumbs and your fingers. The fingerprints and the thumbprints, let me tell you, don't belong to you. They belong to your soul. This is the code of the soul. The soul has no name. It hasn't got a birth date. It has a code, and it is the thumbprints and the fingerprints. And that's how up there, with this fantastic computer up there, it's coded that the soul is now on earth and this is the person it's in. So the soul. And so when you join your thumb to any finger, I may say to you after you do your reading, you join your palm maybe to this finger, or to this, or to this, or to this. That's depending on your horoscope. So let's say you coming from Sagittarius, I might say this finger. I'm not telling you that it's true, I'm just giving you an example. So when you do this, the energy of the thumbprint and the energy of that fingerprint, when you get it together, there's a surge of energy going on. We don't understand much about it. But all the alignments of planets are moving, and everything is moving into some kind of energy. If it's your good finger, you'll have everything good. If it's your bad finger, you'll attract a lot of rubbish and a lot of problems. So let's pretend this is your finger. So you do that. Some people say, well, Well, for me, 30 seconds to a minute is enough. So you'll meditate. Some people say, can I say a prayer? I say, go right ahead and say a prayer and make your wish and get your interest about lotteries. And then after 30 seconds or 1 minute, you open your eyes, or your eyes may have been open, and you pick one paper up, you shuffle it, pick one paper, open it, and oh good, it's a number 12. And you write the number 12 down, you fold this paper and you put it back. And if you need 5 numbers, you do it 5 times. If you need 7 numbers, you do it 7 times. And you'll have your numbers, okay? So, remember your best colors, your best direction, your best days, and if you can wear best gemstones. Gemstones are very powerful things because they store energy. Clothing, you can go home and take your clothes off and you've taken off the contact with the planet immediately. But gemstones apparently can store energy up to 3 years. So you've been wearing a good gemstone for a long time. Ooh, the energy in there is fantastic, and on whichever finger it is, it's flowing beautifully for you. Okay? So that's the information I can give you, and I look forward to seeing you. And let's have this 90-minute session. And 90-minute session will not just be for lotteries, will be for every area in your life. I will tackle it in the 90 minutes. And so go to Facebook, go to WhatsApp, send me a message, go to Skype, and you contact me by email, and I'll be able to then contact you back, and we'll make a date and get things going. Okay? So until then, I wish you the best of luck and a very happy September, so that you might just get into the mood of winning something. Thank you and goodbye.